Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us this webinar Wednesday. My name is Adam, and I am with Colorado SIPA, your public sector partner, helping to put more information and services online. In today's webinar, we're going to be exploring the latest updates and features in Google Workspace. Before we get started, please note that during this webinar, you are muted. If you have any questions or you'd like to communicate to our presenters or myself at any point during the webinar, please use the chat box in the lower corner. We have some time at the end of the webinar for Q&A, so make sure you send those in below as well, and we'll make sure that we get to those at the end. Today we have Google's Cloud Platform Account Executive, Pete Kara-George, and Lisa Cabot, National Senior Account Manager of Tempus Nova. So Pete, Lisa, I'll let you go ahead and take it from here.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Adam, and big thank you to Adam Merkel and Beth Justice for hosting us today. My name's Pete Kara-George. I'm the Field Sales Executive for Colorado Local. I handle the entire Colorado local and municipal territory. My colleague Charlene Gorman handles the state. Very happy to be here. Like I mentioned, I handle the entire Google Cloud portfolio, including workspaces. So very happy to present today and happy to help. Lisa?
Sure. Thanks so much, Pete. Hi, everyone. I'm Lisa Cabot, and I'm with Tempus Nova. First and foremost, we just want to thank you all so much for spending some of your Wednesday morning with all of us to hear about the latest and greatest new releases from Google and their new Google Workspace. So, Pete, if you just want to go ahead and go to the next slide. I think there's one more slide there about Tempus Nova.
Yep. Before we kind of jump right in, Lisa, I think I wanted to really kind of open up the floor to Adam before we dive right in.
Yeah. So for those of you that aren't familiar with SIPA, just a couple quick points on us. We do partner with Colorado governments and private sector tech orgs to kind of bring you the best services for your organizations. We are part of the Colorado government. We were created by state statute, and we are self-funded. And we like to provide technology to Colorado governments and school systems. There's no cost portal solutions for you to get on colorado.gov. And we do have very competitive pricing for some of the other services that we offer. We also have a microgrant program. We recently actually just closed the application period for this year, but that is something to keep in mind next year if you're looking to check out some of the things that we offer. We definitely love helping Colorado governments, and have been doing that quite a bit since 2010. As you can see, we've awarded more than $1.1 million to over 250 grants. So something to keep an eye out for there. But yeah, that's SIPA for those of you that don't know. And Lisa, I'll let you go ahead and take it from here.
Thanks, Adam. All right, so Lisa Cabot with Tempus Nova. Some of you may be familiar with me and have worked with myself and or my company, but we are Google's and SIPA's exclusive partner here in Colorado for deploying Google and Google services. So we are a Google Premier partner. We're also a Google Cloud Platform Premier partner, which that means is any needs that you have with Google, whether it's on Workspace or in the cloud, we are here to help you. We are also authorized for EDU as well as Google Voice, Google Chrome, and a Maps reseller. Our big space here where we really specialize, which is one of the reasons we are here today, is the public sector. State of Colorado is one of our great dear customers, and we work with many cities, counties, and municipalities across the state. We are also, of course, since we're everything Google, every one of our employees at our organization is certified in Google in their specialty. So I'm Google sales orientated, our trainers are Google training, our deployment specialists, so on and so forth. So trust me, you have a wealth of experience and a wealth of knowledge when you deal with us. Really happy again to be here. And with that, I'm going to pass things over to Pete.
Thank you, Lisa. So jumping right in, there's a lot of drivers that are having local agencies and municipalities consider Workspace. One of the main drivers, as a lot of folks know, are really constrained budgets based on the pandemic, but also a better way to collaborate. And, you know, we have these new workspace versions, which I'll cover a little later in today's presentation, but we really sympathize with, you know, these two items, and we really excel in these two items as well. And we can explore these on an individualized basis after today's webinar with Lisa, as well as SIPA, to really form fit you with the right version that might make sense. So very widely adopted. A lot of folks have started right off the bat with you know, personal Gmail accounts. A lot of the changing of the guard these days from traditional you know, providers are very versed in Gmail right off the bat. And I can tell you, I did utilize other email services throughout my sales career, and the jump from, you know, one to the other really isn't that drastic. But again, very widely adopted all over in a wide variety of capacities. So one thing I wanted to focus on, one second, let me just. So 2.6 billion total users, obviously widely adopted. We have new workspaces. Today, I really wanted to focus the majority of the time of really what has changed between our legacy G Suite SKUs and our workspace SKUs. Now, this presentation will be distributed after today's demo, which I've included kind of the public-facing pricing. But at the end of the day, we wanted to really show a full kind of picture right here. But before we dive into kind of the different versions and everything integrated together, I wanted to start off with a quick YouTube clip. Hang on one second.
Okay, let's get started.
Can we make that orange?
Great, there we go.
Okay. What do you think, Steve? Steve?
So as you can see, quite a few things on the collaboration side of things from the video. But one thing I wanted to highlight, that it's kind of a one-stop shop for everything. Mail, chat, rooms, meet. You know, Google Voice can be integrated in to promote telework. Very powerful platform. But at the end of the day, you know, all of our workspaces are secure. And as you can see from the bottom, from the different accreditations, I do believe we are slated to be FedRAMP High by the end of Q1, but I can get you some additional details on that. But security is definitely a main concern at Google, and we take care of that right away. But there's also, you know, some functions that we have that really allows you to form fit the right version to your needs and your requirements. So with that said, that we have a wide array of new workspaces. I wanted to really focus a majority of today's time on really the versions that might fit your needs, but really breaking it down from, you know, our legacy G Suite business, which had Legacy Basic and Legacy Business, which were two versions. You can see from Business Starter, Standard, and Business Plus that their seat cap is really for agencies that are under 300 employees. What's really changed from legacy business, there used to be unlimited storage. A lot of our clients really weren't hitting that large of thresholds. So I think we went back to the drawing board and we provided some storage thresholds, whether it's 30 gigabytes for really small organizations, 2 terabytes or 5 terabytes. One thing I wanted to show or emphasize here is it's not capped at 2 terabytes per user. So say you have 100 employees or 100 seats, you would have 200 terabytes pooled storage. And if someone went over 2 terabytes, it would just be taken away from the overall threshold of the enterprise. So no one's really capped at 2 terabytes, but you get 2 terabytes pooled per user. For Business Plus, you can see right here, 5 terabytes pooled. Same kind of concept here. If someone goes over 5 terabytes, it would be taken away from the overall pool, and no one would have to purchase individual storage to upgrade or any of that nature. That's why we kind of developed the pooled storage for Business Standard and Business Plus. Now, a couple of differences between legacy business and our business, our new workspace versions. You can see 100 users, 150 users. Now we're starting at 100 users for Business Starter, 150 for Standard, and 250 for Plus. So quite a bit of changes. If you need the increased capacity, we can kind of take a look at that, but we definitely have some different thresholds for those versions as well. Now, support is standard throughout all of our versions, but also have the options to purchase enhanced support, as you can see. But all the basic features of Gmail, calendar, Meet, and chat are all included. But you can see at the bottom of the squares, you can see the additional functionality that really differentiates the 3 versions, from Google Meet background blurs to advanced chat functionality, collaboration, to security and vault for e-discovery type of situations. So after today's seminar, whether it's an existing client looking to upgrade to a new version based on needs, or a brand new client, we can always have the open discovery to see which version really fits your needs. So that's the business SKU comparison in a nutshell. I wanted to switch into kind of the enterprise functionality, and notice that all the rates up top are MSRP rates. We can kind of show, the power of the SIPA, Tempus Nova, and Google relationship a little bit deeper into the presentation. But I really wanted to cover, really what's different in our Enterprise Standard and Enterprise Plus workspaces compared to eSKU, or the Enterprise SKU of Legacy G Suite. So you can see storage is not a problem. As much as you need, a lot of our customers who are, recording Google Meet meetings or uploading vlogs or trainings, sometimes, that eats up a lot of storage. Just know that if that is a requirement, we might need to look at Enterprise Standard or Plus for your needs. But you can see, the thresholds of, meeting rooms. You have 250 up to 250 users, and anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000, type of capacity. So a lot larger of needs for customers that might have these unique needs. But support, you can see, we provide enhanced support for Enterprise and Enterprise Plus, but you also have the option of upgrading to premium supports, assuming that you have unique projects and you really need that added support. But as you can see, Gmail, calendar, editors, Meet, chat, all included. One thing that these slides don't really cover are really the documents, the sheets, and the variety of other Office-related functions, which I'll cover a little bit deeper in one of the slides. But again, the basic functions that are really different from Legacy Enterprise G Suite to our new Google Workspaces is really surrounding around security and data loss prevention. A lot of agencies do not want to be sharing Social Security and PII with clients and want to prevent that. As you can see on the security side, we have advanced data loss prevention functionality, increased collaboration functionality, but also some insights that you can garner from whether it's Enterprise Standard or Enterprise Plus, all of which we can dive into on an individualized basis after today's demo to really form fit you on really what you need based on your use cases that are driving your functionality here. So with that said, Our partnership is very important to our Colorado local clients and state clients. SIPA has negotiated quite the large discount threshold across all our versions that I showed today for Colorado government. So, you're really kind of walking into a relationship where not only you're getting the best bang for your buck, but you have a premium partner in Tempus Nova to deliver successfully your new or existing upgrades to your workspace systems. So with that said, I wanted to highlight one thing that came out. A lot of folks are mandated to utilize other Office type products. We do have Microsoft Compatibility, which allows you to open up documents, edit them, save them in your Drive, as well as distribute them out. So no big deal, very easy to use. I still receive quite a few Microsoft documents in my day-to-day. So the functionality was baked in and it's very versatile here. So at the end of the day, it's simplifying, these items by integrating them all under one platform is really where Google excels. I can tell you right away that I get about 300 emails per day. And if it wasn't for some of the AI-powered data tools that really help drive my productivity, I wouldn't be getting through 300 emails on a day-to-day basis. And it's a testament to the functionality that exists already in the workspaces. But as you can see, everything from traditional Gmail, chat, Meet, to the collaboration between docs, sheets, slides, all can be output to PDF. But again, depending on your security needs, we have quite a bit of functions that can help you really grow with the added security measures that folks need to adhere to. So with that said, Tempus Nova is a great partner. We work with them on quite a few accounts. As you can see, some of the local clientele at the top of the slide, but Colorado in general, quite a few clients, plus some other ones that are notable that Tempus Nova has implemented. So a lot of folks are concerned with change management. It's daunting sometimes, but when you have a plan and a partner like Tempus Nova, you can really go above and beyond and succeed and reap the economies of amazing pricing, security, as well as the success of deployment. Now, here's kind of an average workspace deployment on the larger side. Most smaller clients that come on board with SIPA, Tempus Nova, and Google sometimes can go live in 2 weeks. It all depends on the statement of work and really the use cases that are driving your initiative. But just know Tempus Nova, Google, and SIPA are support structures here for your success. You can see that they take a very intelligent approach to deploying G Workspace. I should have edited that. But again, very intelligent approach to getting you to go live. And we have a variety of incentives that we can provide to make it an easy place to land and save some money off the bat. So with that said, I thank everybody. Big thank you to Adam Merkel and Beth Justice for hosting us. Lisa Cabot on the Tempus Nova side for supporting so many great projects to success. Pete George here, happy to help where I can. And with that said, I wanted to hand it back over to Adam to open up the floor for questions.
So if anyone has any questions, feel free to go ahead and send those in now. Obviously a lot of changes in the structure of things with how Google Workspace is being rolled out here. I do have one question right now. Is Gmail WCAG compliant now?
Say that one more time.
Is Gmail WCAG compliant now?
WCAG. I'm going to have to parking lot that one, if possible, Adam, and get back to you. I want to get I'm unfamiliar with WCAG, but I can assure you that with our FedRAMP compliance, they could be compliant there. But I want to deliver an accurate answer, so I'm going to go ahead and parking lot that one if possible, Adam.
Okay, sure. And Greg has followed up on his question. That is apparently ADA applied to the internet. If that provides some clarification for you there.
Got it.
Okay.
And maybe Lisa, can you maybe shed some light on ADA?
I would have to ask one of my technical specialists on that. I don't know off the hand.
Okay.
Okay. Greg, I'll make sure that we get an answer to that one and get back to you and let you know. Right. Any other questions from anyone? Okay, seems like we were pretty thorough there, Pete. Thank you for presenting. So it looks like we have finished up with all of our questions. If you do find that you have more questions after we part, please don't hesitate to contact SIPA, Tempus Nova, or Google. If you want to return to this webinar to view it again or share it with a colleague, keep a lookout for the post-webinar email with the link to the video on SIPA's YouTube channel. And additionally, we really want to make sure that these webinars are relevant and informational for all of our viewers. So it would be appreciated if you would take a minute and fill out the survey following this webinar. It's short, but hopefully it will help SIPA stay on track with being able to provide you the information that you're most interested in. So just to close here, thank you all for joining us this morning. And a huge thank you to Pete and Lisa for this very informational demonstration. Thanks for joining, everyone, and we'll catch you all at our next webinar Wednesday.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Pete. Have a great day, everyone. I'm not able to show my video.